Which formation shall we use? Contempt! We are ready to engage the enemy. Enemy equites are charging our formation. This is it! Instanti hostibus! Eos persequimini! How do you wish to deploy? The men are close enough to engage. The weather is changing for the worse. You've done it! The enemy is Instanti hostibus! Eos persequimini!
Fresh food from the farms of the coast.
There they are! Roman, didn't anyone inform you about the rules of the court? Your men are taking prisoners and selling them as sewi. By the laws of the court of heaven, they're not allowed to do that. Will you punish them?
That can't be right. Tell me where they are.
Of course. Their camp is at the other end of the market. They're loud, obnoxious, and difficult to miss. Thank you for helping us.
Isn't that my favorite legatus? It's always an honor to talk to you in person. I saw you were accosted by those disgruntled barbarians, and before you ask, let me tell you, whatever they say is a lie.
You never reported to Nassau. I believe I gave you a direct order.
We were going to, but it was a war and we all had a lot of things on our hands, Nassau included. We were all at Chalcedon fighting alongside you.
Graduated from stealing money to stealing people.
Stealing is a strange word for it. It's more like collecting inventory. After all, these are simple barbarians of a land we have conquered. They already belong to us.
A crime is a crime. Doesn't matter where or how you commit it. Release your captives at once and return to camp. Then report to Nassau for punishment.
That is not fair. It's not a crime. These are simple barbarians I'm selling. They don't even have any rights.
I have antidotes for scorpion and snake alike.
They say you have dealt with the criminals. I am impressed. You have done a great service by saving our friends from servitude.
A Roman who tolerates injustice is not a true Roman at all.
Truth be told, we did not expect you'd help. Thank you for proving us wrong. I am sure you did not undertake this in the hope of being rewarded, but I have collected some gifts from the families of those who were taken. Please take this with our endless gratitude.
You certainly took your time.
I apologize, Your Highness.
The invention of apology does not legitimize failure. Let us get down to business without further ado. It is my understanding that you need some kind of evidence against your opponent to be used in your Senate. Something to prove the existence of his business relations with my husband. Fortunately, my husband keeps thorough records of all such dealings. Ptolemy keeps all ledgers detailing his business transactions in his palace in Alexandria. We shall pay a visit to my dear husband. It might be beneficial for you to make his acquaintance, don't you think?
Alexandria is deep within enemy territory.
That's not a problem. The people of Egypt will not prevent us from traveling. And my husband is probably looking for a reason to talk to me.
How exactly do you know that I seek such evidence?
Was it a secret? I didn't know. I have a very close relationship with secrets. They tend to reveal themselves to me.
Sounds like the perfect opportunity for Lurko or Ptolemy to assassinate us.
Assassination? Is that how your glorious republic works? I'm sure our enemies would never stoop so low. Jest notwithstanding, Ptolemy has very publicly offered us safe passage. Killing either of us now would ruin his reputation in perpetuity.
I thought we were going to wage war on them.
War is not simply a matter of swords and shields. Surely an illustrious leader such as you would know this. A war is best won without spilling any blood.
Very well. When do we leave?
Splendid. I have already informed Ptolemy about our impending arrival. Let us quickly be on our way. This could give us an opportunity to end this war. I get the feeling Ptolemy is willing to parley.
I don't believe we can end the war, but we can use the meeting to turn the tide in our favor somehow.
In the worst-case scenario, we get a splendid feast. I grow weary of the simple and repetitive food here. It is safer to travel separately. We shall meet in Alexandria. Do you have my carpet yet?
Behold, I have brought you the best carpet in Africa, possibly the world.
This carpet, this is adequate.
That's it. That's all you're going to say.
I do like it. You should leave now. I want to examine my new carpet.
Welcome back. How may I help you this time?
Carry on.
ready to deploy the Legion. Contempt! Battle is joined. How shall we proceed? The enemy line is breaking! The battle is won! Sinite milites exultare. Men are awaiting your orders. Our Legion has engaged the enemy. And the enemy equites are charging our formation. We are victorious! Instate hostibus! Eos persequimini! Do you wish to deploy? We are ready to engage the enemy. The enemy is deploying their tactical reserves. Oh my... This is it! Their will to fight is broken! Instate hostibus! Eos persequimini!
Despite the beauty of these lands, it's easy to let my thoughts drift while I travel. I've made my way into an area where the terrain is dense and the path is twisty, seeming to reflect my environment. Countless thoughts of strategy, troop movements, and politics crowd my mind. I'm shaken from my reverie by the dull twang of arrows leading bowstrings. My Praetorians raise their shields and throw themselves off their horses without even thinking, avoiding the worst of the folly. I can't help but grind my teeth in anger as I see the men who emerge from the wilderness around me are unmistakably Roman. It's Wixie. I have no time to order my people around. I must fight alongside whomever was near me when Wixie struck.
I'm ready to loose as soon as I see them. Get in formation! Romo Invicta! Hold the line. I'll get behind them. If anyone moves, they get an arrow. there? Keep your head cool, or I'll lay you out!
Outstanding! Impressive!
End is in sight. Push on.
Can't win this one! Let's go!
There you are. Well done. I have just arrived myself. Let us enter.
One moment. We need a solid plan before we go in.
I'm pretty sure the Legatus has a plan.
I can easily keep Lurkel busy while you search the library for the ledgers detailing Lurkel's conspiracy with the Pharaoh. Your job will be easier if you all go.
If I may provide one piece of advice, do not seem too friendly with Cleopatra. She and Ptolemy are already at war. If they sense how close your alliance is, the Pharaoh may find it prudent to have her executed.
You should invent a reason for our absence, but let us refrain from starting a fight we can't win. The palace is full of guards.
May Serapis bless this meeting of peace.
Welcome to Alexandria. We've been expecting your arrival. I hope you will like the accommodations.
You dare address this Roman instead of your rightful queen?
Calm down. I'm sure this man is acting on Lurkel's orders.
Well, he should not. This is not his palace. I'll see to it that you are painfully executed, guard. Now get out of our way.
Control yourself. Your husband might be trying to get you angry.
It's working. I am angry. Get this man out of my face before I do something we'll both regret.
You have upset your queen. Be thankful you can still draw a breath and move out of our way.
She is not my queen. I am a Roman citizen.
This is my land, and I'm the queen of all who dwell in it. Charmian, enlighten this man. Now that this minor annoyance is taken care of, let us move ahead with our meeting.
The Roman delegation has arrived. Inform the cooks.
Welcome to Alexandria, honored Romans. May Ra's light shine upon you.
This is unacceptable. I need access to the library so I can continue my work.
Under no circumstances may the accountant be disturbed. Pharaoh's orders.
But I have a duty to continue the chronicle.
So
there's nothing I can do.
An audience to that strange priestess.
He did. I doubt she'll leave that throne room alive the way she acts.
Do not send servant girls to the quarters of the Senator's guards. Do you understand?
I do.
but he asked for her by name.
I don't care. Send one of the men. If he complains, tell him to speak to me directly.
Do not wander off. You are in the palace of the most divine pharaoh of Egypt, and you will be watched closely.
I'm going! Stop chasing me by the goddess!
You're lucky the pharaoh didn't have you executed, idiot girl.
Wow, rude! You want me to call down a curse of Ubasti upon you? Because I've just about had it with you people!
You can't curse me.
Try me, you'll see.
Just go home. The pharaoh is expecting important guests.
Pharaoh didn't want to hear what you had to say.
It seems not. He's intent on going through with this ludicrous festival. Oh, it's going to cause so much trouble.
My husband is throwing a festival. How unlike him.
I don't know who your husband is. The pharaoh wants a festival of Serapis in Memphis. Ubasti will be so angry, not to mention everyone else.
Indeed. My husband, the pharaoh.
Your husband, the pharaoh? That means you are... Oh! Forgive me, your majesty! I didn't recognize you!
Continue.
I'll continue. Well, I waited here a month to get this audience and then... Oh, they were all counting on me back home, and I blew it.
Why would this festival be such a bad thing?
We worship the old gods in Memphis. He's doing this against the people's will. It's disrespectful.
Why were you thrown out of the throne room?
I may have lost my temper a little.
And yet your head is still attached to your shoulders. Perhaps my husband does retain some small measure of respect for the old gods.
You've been here a month. You know the palace well.
I guess?
We're looking for a place where books and ledgers are kept. Do you know it?
The library? It's the building right over there.
Thank you. I hope this festival problem works itself out.
Good luck in there. I'm going to go find a corner to cry in.
You are a mess, girl. I will sit with you.
All right. Thank you. Do you like cats?
You are in the presence of Ptolemaeus Theos Philopator, he who rules over land and sea, this world and the other world, of the dead and of the living. He who is the face of the sun and the will of the Nile.
Hello, husband. You look particularly pathetic today.
It is always good to see you, honored wife.
It is customary to greet a foreign ruler with a bow.
Your Majesty?
You have trained him well, my dear wife.
Like all Romans, he responds well to discipline. Well, I think we are all sufficiently acquainted, so shall we begin?
Very well. There seems to be a lot of animosity between the different parties in this meeting. This kind of thing serves no one. Let us talk. I am sure we can reach a meaningful and satisfactory solution to our conflict.
Excuse me, but your role here puzzles me, Lurko. Exactly in what capacity are you attending this meeting?
I am merely an advisor to His Majesty, here to protect Rome's trade routes.
You seem to have an entire legion in Alexandria. Are they helping Egypt?
Legion? By Minoa, of course not. Marcellus and his men are here for my own protection. They are my Praetorian Guard.
Are you and Ptolemy close friends?
A living god does not have friends.
His Majesty understands us and our objectives in this region. It is natural that this brings us together.
Do you know why we're here?
There seems to be a minor disagreement between a husband and his wife. You seem to be taking sides. Ill-advised, in my opinion. But I'm sure there's nothing I can do to dissuade you.
There was an unfortunate accident in the outer courtyard. A guard lost his head. My people would like to take care of the body.
Marcellus, take Hortensius and help them. But do as you're told.
This is inconvenient. We need to find those documents, but we can't do it with Lorco's men hanging around.
They don't look formidable. I think we can kill both of them easily.
I'd be really happy if we could get rid of them without leaving behind more corpses. Calida, you're good at talking to people. Invent a reason for at least 2 of us to leave. Or be less charming, maybe, so I can send you away to find those ledgers.
What a waste. Poor kid's only crime was coming to Egypt.
It was an unfortunate breach of etiquette.
Unfortunate? This man was butchered.
Dealing with monarchs is always dangerous.
There are rules and regulations about dealing with regents. One ignores those at one's own risk, especially within the walls of the royal palace.
You think this is Cleopatra's palace?
Look, Cleopatra had her reasons, and I can tell you exactly why. But not in front of these guys.
That's the problem with women. They always confide in each other as if rumor-mongering gives them some faint measure of power.
A woman's heart beats to a different drum, Marcellus. I can tell this one has a nose for conspiracy. She may even tell us something useful.
Fine. Fetch us a jug of wine, Aquilinus, and take the service with you. We have things to discuss.
Now that the unpleasantries are out of the way, I assume we may finally discuss business.
I don't have the killer business instincts you have, but I'll try to negotiate on your level.
Does this mean you have a better offer? You've got our attention.
Despite possessing endless wisdom, His Majesty is not used to dealing with Romans, especially not those with no position in the Senate. Let us slow down and clear some things up first.
I've traveled all this way so I can talk to my husband. I have absolutely no intention of watching 2 arrogant Romans exchange thinly veiled insults.
Exactly in what capacity are you here, Lurko?
An advisory role to His Majesty, primarily protecting Roman interests.
So you're advising the regent of a foreign kingdom to act in Rome's best interests at the expense of his own country.
One's profit doesn't always cause the other's loss. The best business arrangements are reached when both parties benefit.
Do you realize that we're currently at war with Egypt? That means you're in league with the enemy.
Enemy is such a strong word. Egypt is a loyal ally of Rome, currently experiencing some civil disorder. Diplomatic channels remain open, as you can see.
We are here to mediate a peace treaty. Shall we get on with it?
A peace treaty? Are we at war?
Are you so unaware of the events transpiring in your own country?
A queen's life is boring, Roman. Occasionally, one needs some kind of distraction. Whenever our wife gets restless, she finds a new plaything.
Your people are shedding blood in your name daily, and you think this is some kind of game?
People shed blood. It's in their nature. Better for them to shed it in the name of their god than for nothing.
Will you continue gossiping like old fishwives, or will we get to discuss terms finally?
All right. Depending on Calida's ability to keep them busy, I'd say we have enough time. Libraries, scrolls, and ledgers are your domain, Cinerus. Lead the way, but discreetly. I don't like where this is going.
I might be able to think of something to do here if you run out of ideas. Is it stuck?
I think it's locked.
What do we do now? The door looks flimsy. I can easily break it down.
Aizo, you don't happen to know how to pick the lock, do you?
Unfortunately not. If only Calida were with us. Or maybe Sixtus.
There's no lock without a key. Let us look around and see what we can find.
Perhaps one of the guards possesses the key.
Whoever runs the library will have it. Master of the libraries. We shall find it. I have an idea, Magister. Let me try it.
By all means. At this point, there are no bad ideas.
Follow me.
Has inspiration struck yet?
The door looks flimsy. I bet I can easily break it down.
And then an entire regiment of guards will jump on us.
So what? Either of us is worth 10 of them. It will be glorious.
10, maybe. But there must be 100 royal guards here.
For Rome and our legatus!
Messiah, stop!
I know. I am just having fun with you. Did you notice the hole next to the door? Maybe we can get in that way.
I did. But we are too big to squeeze through. Kalida might have fit through, but she's busy with Loco's men.
Cats. We unleash cats on them. Cats as far as the eye can see. The priestess of Ubaste ran into before must have cats.
Take this seriously, please. Just because she reveres cats, that doesn't mean that she has some kind of mystical control over them.
I shall walk around and look for inspiration.
Great. Let me know when you're inspired. Are you aiming to fashion some kind of tool out of that?
What do you need, warrior?
Is Deianira treating you well?
She's been telling me about her religion. It is certainly unusual.
This is said by a woman who worships cats, mind you.
I don't mean to be rude. Thank you for sitting with me.
I need cats. You are a priestess of cats. Can you help me?
A cat's unseen unless she needs to be seen. Look around. Cats are everywhere. Find them and they shall help you.
Another cat. What are you up to, bestia? Why don't we stop collecting pets and work on getting through that door instead?
Now, what are you going to do with this? You think that will open the door?
Let me work. You will see.
All right, all right. Hey, why are you smashing the workbench?
I need the wood. You will see.
You really gave it the full Bestia Tabat treatment. It's no use at all anymore. What are you doing?
Go forth, my feline fighters. Open that door for me.
Have you lost your wits? How would that lead to
Who
the
is
door?
unleashing this hurricane of cats upon the library? I'm trying to work in here, you know.
Never mind.
So you want a permanent solution to our disagreement? Intriguing, we must admit. Let us hear your proposal.
My proposal is quite simple, darling. You shall cease your attack, and I shall assume my rightful place on the throne.
Ridiculous, as always. And when you sit on this throne, what should we do, we wonder?
Rule some other place. I hear Kyrenaika is charming this time of year.
I like this idea. It's creative and sufficiently humiliating for you. You shall rule Kyrenaika just like your grandfather, Fiskon.
We are not amused anymore. Your jesting is tedious and insulting.
I find this entire situation almost unbearably ironic.
Irony is the rhetorical tool of simpletons. Well, I believe the best course here would be to arrange some sort of co-rule, granting both parties equal power.
Equal?
Indeed. That way, everyone's happy, and Rome continues to benefit from our trade deal.
I think that's a terrible idea. These two will kill each other.
They might. As far as Rome is concerned, that is an acceptable outcome.
We have questioned the witnesses in the garden. The guard was killed by one of the Queen's servants.
That is fantastic, Marcellus. But if you're here, where's the rest of our visiting party?
They are relaxing outside. I thought.
You thought? Why do you keep trying to do things you're not good at? Why did you leave a potentially dangerous group of people free to roam these halls?
With all due respect, Senator, you are overreacting. There are royal guards posted all around. It's not like they will set the palace on fire.
Hello, can I help you?
I hope so, my friend. Are you the head librarian?
Not at all. I oversee all transactions related to the Egyptian trade and taxation on behalf of the Senate of Rome.
Do you truly work for the Roman Senate? In fact, I believe that you work for Vitellius Lurco. Is this not the case?
Certainly not. That is to say, the senator works for the Roman Senate too, you know.
My name is Cineros. I have come to seek your help with an investigation.
My name is Claudius Tranquillus. I'm not sure I can help with any kind of investigation.
My domini and I are looking into a criminal matter at the senatorial level. I need a quick peek into your ledgers.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but I don't have any ledgers.
You are an accountant without any accounts.
I just keep the numbers in my head.
Ah, then I understand why you are so valuable to them. With you on their side, there is no evidence that they are embezzling money that should belong to Rome as taxes.
How do you know about that? I didn't mean to get involved. I was just handling the numbers. I tried to leave when I found out what they were doing, but the Pharaoh threatened to have me executed.
We have found a ledger of payroll made to a group of spies known as Wixi. Did you not write it?
I did. The leader of Wixi demanded oversight of his own organization. I tried to make it impossible to decipher.
It was an ingenious cipher. It took us great effort to interpret.
I've never met someone who knew as much about ciphers and riddles as I.
You mentioned the leader of Wixi. Who is he?
He is called the Great Shadow. That's all I know about him. I don't even know if he's Roman.
Can you tell me anything about this Legio 17?
Not a real legion, obviously. Hired thugs. Even their number is a pun on death. I don't know why the senator employs them, but I can tell you there are 1,298 of them in his current employ.
Was it Vitellius Lurco who had Lucullus murdered?
I don't think so. The proconsul's murder was very bad for us. It called too much attention to our work. I think it was the Pharaoh. They don't get along very well, the Pharaoh and the senator. At least the senator doesn't think so.
I believe our best course of action would be to get you out of here, to safety.
I wish I could come with you, truly, but the Pharaoh's people will kill us both.
You must testify before the Senate, my friend. The integrity of our republic depends upon it. Will you do it if we can guarantee your safety?
I will. My family is well respected in Rome. I can recite all the numbers.
Your Majesty, a massive clouder is invading the palace. It's a sign from Ubasde.
What kind of a simpleton are you? Do you think this requires your Pharaoh's attention? Corvinus, go see what's happening.
Evidently, the place is falling apart under your incompetent rule.
We are here to negotiate, not to insult each other.
What's your endgame here, Legate?
Enough blood has been shed. I'm trying to reach a peaceful solution.
Not a single drop was shed before you appeared. We could have found a better solution to all of this.
That option is still on the table. Surrender and I'll make sure you have a just trial.
I should surrender? For what crime? You started this war on the pretense that Egypt was behind the murder of our proconsul, remember?
Your Majesty, the cats know no end. The palace is being invaded by otherworldly forces. That sounds like an ill omen. This meeting is adjourned. Let us evacuate at once.
That was an interesting experience.
What in the name of Jupiter Centumpia did you do out there?
I had a great idea involving cats.
Were you able to learn something important?
We found the man who keeps records for Vitellius Loco, Claudius Tranquillus. Unfortunately, he keeps them purely in his head.
He believes it was Ptolemy who killed Lucullus, so there's nothing we can use there.
Although it does mean our casus belli was sound, which is a great relief. Additionally, he confirmed that Loco is stealing tax money from Rome, and he is willing to testify before the Senate.
We need to get him out of here then.
Unfortunately, that will not be possible until we invade the city and capture this palace.
So be it. We will save him during the assault.
As long as you save him after taking Ptolemy's head. Come, let us leave. The next time we are here, this palace will be mine. We're leaving.
It seems nothing even came of it. I don't know why they even bothered trying to negotiate.
It was a ruse. They needed something from the palace. Really.
Did they get it?
I don't think so, but that's just what I heard.
Okay. What do you need?
We did well in Alexandria.
We did. You got what you needed, and I made a new friend.
That cat priestess? You two seemed an unlikely pair.
There is no pair. She needed someone to listen, and I was there. She was strange, but fun. Something tells me we have not seen the last of her.
How can I help you?
It turns out we were right to trust Cleopatra, don't you think?
I always thought so. She's a strong woman who naturally inspires loyalty. I believe she will remain a loyal ally to Rome when we return her to the throne.
Come, let us talk.
Cleopatra turned out to be a valuable ally.
She is a foolish woman. Or maybe she's an incredibly brave woman. The difference is often difficult to see. One thing is for sure, though. She is dangerous. Be careful around her.
How are you holding up?
Negotiations didn't exactly go as we planned it.
It is the nature of things. The gods rarely give you what you want, but occasionally they might give you what you need. Let us not waste this opportunity.
Good day.